To check out the treasure map, we're going to talk to Thomas Nagel now. He's our chartist for the day at equinet. Thomas, good afternoon. We're looking at the German mid-sized stocks this afternoon. That's where we're going to start.
Yeah, hi Guy from Frankfurt. Let's take a look to the mid-cap index. The mid-cap index, you know, was the strongest outperformer here in Germany within the last years. But in 2006, that outperformance come to the end. You see it on the lower line. That was the time of July last year, as this relative performance break down and formed something like a sell signal. But the index itself rose on, and formed its high on the July of last year. But since this time, this index slipped out from this uptrend channel and started a strong acceleration on the downside. At the beginning of this year, we saw this acceleration on the downside. That means something like an overshooting down to 7,465. But now the index is back above of 9,000, a really important key level. And that means this index is back in bull mode and I think on the way to its last all-time highs.
Let's talk about the printing sector.
Yeah, let's start with Heidelberger Druck. HDD, the short code here. You see HDD started a strong acceleration on the downside in last October. That means a lot of investors that bought positions on leverage size must cancel their position, must sell the stock. And you see the stock came down nearly 60%. But within the last weeks, last month, we formed something like a rounding bottom, so that the stock could find and form a bottom here. And some weeks ago, this price broke its downtrend channel. You see it here on the graph. And same time, the relative performance broke its downtrend, and that means the selling pressure, the underperformance is over, and I think it's a really good chance for a recovery here in this stock.
What about Vossloh?
Yeah, Vossloh, one of the really important stocks, or biggest stocks in this index. We saw a strong acceleration on the last years until 2006. Within the last 2 years, this stock moved sideways and formed a really interesting formation. That's a reverse shoulder-head-shoulder formation. Some weeks ago, we broke the neckline, and now the price is dancing on its former all-time high around of 94.50. And I think if you see a confirmation of this breakout, I think the next level of the next target will be 114.65. And last but not least, I have a short play here, in my opinion. That's K&S, formerly known as Kali and Salz. You see this index is inside of a strong acceleration, a strong upturn within our last 5 or 6 years. The accelerations within the last weeks, in my opinion, is something like an overshooting process. And I think you should use this overshooting process to open short position here. But take care, worst case or best case, the stock can rise to 30.39. Use these levels to open the short position, and we will get a sell signal with a break of 290.
Thomas, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Thomas Nagel joining us from equinet with the charts. Okay, let's talk to our